Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Eric.
Today I made Eric watch a really strange off-the-beaten path pick, especially for us. A lot of people I'm sure are going to be like, yeah, pick genre stuff. Where's the sci-fi? Where's the horror? What is wrong with you? Not that I know a lot of horror that Eric doesn't know. Fried green tomatoes was my pick this time.
Or as I'm renaming it, barbecue. The story of Smokey Lonesome.
Smokey Lonesome. Wow, that's a way better title for this film. Maybe not the book. Maybe Fanny Flagg's book, it made sense that it was called Fried Green Tomatoes.
It makes no sense it's called Fried Green Tomatoes.
Not really. That's just a thing that restaurant is known for, and the restaurant doesn't even become a prominent fixture until the third act.
Yep.
But we digress. So this is a movie I'm sure a lot of folks that watch us have never seen. Maybe some of you guys have seen this, I don't know. But
probably people's moms watched it.
Yeah, which is the reason that I saw it, because this is very much not a thing that is aimed at us, at our demographic. This is, you know, a movie very much from a female perspective. It's very much, you know, a movie for the ladies, I guess. It's kind of known as a chick flick. I don't agree with that except for the modern day subplot. Like, I think the stuff set in the past, again, very much from a female perspective, but it doesn't watch chick flick to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is very much a movie of two parts.
Yeah.
So you have the main,
it's like two completely different kinds of movies.
Yeah. So you have the present day stuff, which is with Kathy Bates, and you have this story that's being told to her, and
set in the 30s.
Yeah, the present day stuff, I don't want to say is nigh unwatchable, but it is not for me. It is a brand of humor that is not for me. It's not good. The past stuff is good. It's not great. I will never watch this movie again.
Yeah. At this point, I won't either. Again, the main reason, I mean, the only reason I went back to this, and I almost kind of feel bad for making Eric watch it, but there's some stuff in this.
Yeah, there's good stuff.
Is because this was a movie that I saw with my mom a lot when I was a kid, and I was just curious to see if it held up.
It doesn't. Not
really. But I don't know if it ever did. I don't know if the issue is, like, this many years later it just doesn't hold up, or that it was not what they should have made.
Yeah. I would have cut all the present day stuff. I would just have it be a story in the past.
Me too.
That story in the past is fine. Like, it's not a movie I ever needed to see, but, like, it's good. I enjoyed it. Yes.
It's about abuse and...
Yeah. It's also a lesbian story where they cut out the lesbian stuff. I looked that up. We were like, is this going to a lesbian place?
Because it really felt like that's what it was doing, and it just turns out that is exactly what it was doing.
And I looked up something about the book because I want to see if the present day stuff existed in the book, and it does. But I was like, I was looking at it, was like, oh, and they just kind of hint at the lesbian things. I was like, why didn't you just do it? I mean, I guess 1990 is a different time. But
I mean, as I always say, like, I don't want to listen to interviews and be like, oh, this thing that isn't really in the movie is in there because the person that made it says it is. But, like, it was in the book, so, like, that was what was intended initially.
Yeah, and they cut it down.
But I think but I think it's here in such a way, and, like, those two women are both really good.
Yeah, and it would have you get
and that relationship is interesting.
Well.
It's a good chemistry. I think the fact that we picked up on it so early on means that it's in the movie, but if
it should have been more pronounced, I think the story makes
it being not pronounced. You could say it's ambiguous.
Yeah,
and that just the fact that the book did it confirms it. But I don't like that. I mean, in the piece that we have, it's not.
We speculated. We were like, oh, I guess it's not that. Like, that was the conclusion we came to, is like, no, I guess they're just really good friends.
Well, see, I never came to that conclusion. The assumption I made was that they would have been lesbian lovers if they could have, but they just never happened.
Yeah.
Like the question for me wasn't, did they ever do anything together? It was, are they interested in each other? And I think that's pretty clearly there.
Yeah.
Do you disagree with that?
I don't know, because I
guess
it could just be friendship. Like there's lots of movies that's just about two people, right? And like
there's these looks they give each other, like they're trying to tell the audience a thing that they're not allowed to do.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate. I think the story's better if that's there.
Especially because it's more significant to her.
But it also
in the future.
It also makes her relation to the to the black people make more sense because she's also an outcast. It's part of that, right? Like,
Yeah.
doesn't that all
And it's not
thematically
okay-
work better?
The bigotry, it's not okay to be the way you are.
Yeah, doesn't that all work better?
It absolutely does.
If
a
that's
good
more
point.
pronounced.
Yeah.
I think so.
The big surprise ending was not the surprise I remembered it.
Or the surprise you told me weeks ago, just for what we were having a conversation, and then Gap brings up Friday.
Well, it is what I told you. All I told you was that there was cannibalism in this movie. That's all I told you.
But the way you made it sound was like, you're like, it's not even the point of the movie. You find out pretty early on, like, they're just eating people, and like everyone's okay with it. That's not really what happened.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember saying that. That's not what happened.
No, you made it seem like it was like Soylent Green, but like everyone was like, all right, we'll just keep doing it. I've never seen Soylent Green, but we know the ending.
No, these two ladies conspired to kill her ex-husband.
Yeah, who's abusive
and
he's
then
just the most horrifying looking person.
I feel bad for that
I
actor.
feel
It just
really
seems
bad.
like that's the only
this
roles
is
he
the
would-
only roles he probably gets, right? Like,
So this is how they dispose of the body. Is they somehow get it into the barbecue at this restaurant.
yeah, and that's the big reveal at the end, and
again, isn't reflecting in the title because fried green tomatoes don't have meat.
yeah. Well, that was the other thing you told me is that the fried green tomatoes were people,
And then I thought about it. I was like, well, they couldn't be because it's not meat.
Yeah, and the thing that keep out is like it's the best barbecue I ever had. Yeah, it's it kind of reminded me.
I'm sorry I couldn't find that other movie.
It's fine.
I'm really sorry
It's
about
fine.
that. And I'm sorry for wasting everyone's time because I know no one's going to care about us talking about this movie.
The flashback stuff kind of reminded me. Did you ever watch North and South?
No.
Okay, so North and South is this big epic. It's a mini series. There's 3 of them.
Yeah. I
I never saw the third one because I didn't know the third one existed. But it's North and South, Love and War.
It's like
and
V.
Helen.
I didn't know V had a TV show after the 2 miniseries.
But no, North and South and whatever the second one is, I think it's Love and War, and I think it's Heaven and Hell. But I never saw the third one. It just Lincoln died. That seems like an ending to a story about the Civil War. I would never go back to North and South. I'm sure it doesn't hold up. I watched it when I was a teenager. We did it as like part of like Civil War history. We watched this miniseries about Civil War. It kind of felt like that. This feels like a TV movie. That's the problem. Is that even the flashback stuff, while I didn't dislike watching it, it didn't feel like a movie. It felt like a TV movie. It felt like a fine TV movie, but it felt like a TV movie.
Yeah, and I had that this time too. Like what I like about it is that it's not just like a fun, frolicking, period piece with rose-tinted glasses. Like bad things happen to people.
Yeah,
and, you get Robin from Batman Forever run over by a train, and he's in this.
Yeah. On the other hand, all the stuff. I like Kathy Bates a lot. She's awful in this.
It's unfortunate.
And it's not her fault. It's the character she's playing. She's intolerable.
No, the movie's sold on her, and she doesn't even need to be in it.
No, you cut her out.
And I think the old lady is good, but she gets dumb things to say.
Yeah. And I don't think this story's parallel well enough.
No, not at all. They don't seem to really have anything to do with each other. They force that, don't you think?
Yeah. No, they really do. Like, she's inspired by the story, but I'm not really sure why she's inspired by the story. It doesn't correlate to anything going on in her life.
Except just vaguely, like, men treating their wives like property, but that's not even really what her husband is doing. He's just lazy.
Yeah.
So it seems like the message at the end of the day seems to be like, hey, women, like men can be idiots and you should stand up to them.
Yeah. But, like, I don't...
Rah women power. Like.
But I also don't feel like that's actually the message of the story. Like, the story just feels like a story. It doesn't feel like it's got a message at all.
No, I mean that's the message of the film.
Yeah.
By the end of the day.
Yeah, but like the story,
the story doesn't.
Told
Yeah.
Is just a story. Like it's just. It's anti-racism. It's anti-bigotry. It's a story. It's a harrowing journey of.
But it doesn't mean anti-men.
No.
It's anti that guy, and it's anti the way we treated, African American people. But
I don't think the present day is anti-men, but it's very like obnoxiously like rah, like this is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like that stuff. And like and it's not even the men thing, right? Like, it's not just the men thing. It's this is like middle-aged porn kind of a thing, where like it's like these young attractive women say something mean to her and take a parking space she wants, and she just like keeps driving into their car, and she's like, I'm old, but I have insurance.
I'm empowered now. I don't know how you got there from that story.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I don't get the reveal with the old lady at the end, because it was
Which is not in the book.
I found
it's not in the book.
Because it's obvious that she's Iggy the whole time.
Yeah, yeah, and she's not in the book. But there's characters cut from the book, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Iggy is a weird name. I never got used to that name. It's a very strange name.
Me neither. Well, again, I kind of apologize for making you watch this movie.
It's not great. I'm sure I'll apologize for some things I'll make you watch next time, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I keep going for weird picks. I'll try to do something more straight-laced. And I've got a stack of other things. And
I've always meant to see the one you were going to show me.
In that, yeah, and a lot of things in that stack are things that like would make more sense on Geekvolution, but this was close, and a thing I keep meaning to go back to. I will never go back to this again. Anyway, so there we go. I guess we're both not really feeling this movie.
Not really feeling it.
So, sorry, Mom, I didn't like this one anymore. Next time, we're going to do, I think next Omnibus is going to be geared pretty hard to He Made Me Watch. We're going to do multiples. We're going to do a big Halloween show. And I think we'll make that as much of a Halloween theme show in general as we can. We might do some mood lighting. I might wear a costume. I might decorate for it. That'd be fun. I'd say we'd pull out the fog machine, but not for a 6 or 8 hour show.
No.
But we'll do some fun things, and like we like to make these things up as we go along. But we are already planning on doing probably a couple of He Made Me Watches a piece. So we may even have like 2 segments for He Made Me Watch next time, because that's a show we've never done like a big multi-segment thing before. So we'll do that. But we may try to gear even some of our other picks toward Halloween things. I think that would be fun. So. Yeah. Halloween's a good, easy theme show to do.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this brief recap and review of Fried Green Tomatoes, a movie I will never watch again, and neither will Eric. Now I'm going to move on to our second to last, our penultimate segment for the Omnibus this week, and I'm going to talk about PS4 Spider-Man. And I'm probably not going to give too much away about this because it's still pretty new, and I don't want to tell you too much because you haven't gotten to play it yet.
Yeah,
so I'm going to do a brief review, and I'm going to talk probably even more about gameplay than story. So if you were excited to see me do a big story breakdown of this, I will do that eventually in some capacity. Maybe after you play it, we can revisit it and talk story. I think that would be a good thing to do. Kind of like we've done with the Telltale Batman games.
Yeah.
So anyway, and... rest in peace, Telltale. We'll be talking about that later on the news portion. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. We sure appreciate it, and we will see you again with more videos here on Geekvolution. Just keep it rolling if you're watching on the playlist if you want to see me talk really broadly about Marvel PS4 Spider-Man. In the meantime, I am Captain Logan,
All right.
and we'll see you in a bit.